What if I told you that Red Bull, a company that sells nearly 14 billion cans of energy drinks a year, isn't actually a drink company at all? In fact, Red Bull doesn't even manufacture its own beverages. They don't own a single canning facility, and the liquid inside that familiar blue and silver can costs less than 10 cents to produce. Yet, they generate over $12 billion in annual revenue. So, how does Red Bull actually make its money? The answer lies in one of the most brilliant business hacks in modern history. Back in 1984, Austrian businessman Dietrich Mateschitz discovered a popular tonic drink in Thailand. He brought the idea west, but instead of spending millions building factories, he made a radical choice: outsource everything. To this day, Red Bull contracts third-party manufacturers like Austria's Rausch to produce and can every single drink. By skipping the billions required for manufacturing, shipping, and supply chains, Red Bull became something entirely different. They aren't a beverage maker. They are an elite, hyper-profitable marketing and media agency disguised as one. Instead of buying boring 30-second TV commercials that everyone skips, Red Bull reinvests up to 30% of its revenue straight back into marketing. They bought Formula One championship teams, professional soccer clubs, and sponsored over 500 extreme sports athletes around the globe. Remember Felix Baumgartner's famous space jump from the edge of the stratosphere in 2012? That single event cost $50 million and generated an estimated $6 billion in worldwide publicity. Red Bull produces high-adrenaline movies, documentaries, and magazine content through the Red Bull Media House. They create the spectacles people want to watch and then license that media content to broadcasters globally. Here is the ultimate takeaway. Red Bull sells a lifestyle, not liquid. When you pay $3 for a can that cost 10 cents to make, you aren't paying for caffeine. You're funding Formula One cars, skydiving stunts, and the promise that you, too, can be high-performing. By turning traditional business on its head and operating as a media empire that happens to sell energy drinks on the side, Red Bull gave itself wings and a billion-dollar money machine.